Okay. Call the meeting to order. Sonia, will you take roll call?
Commissioner Shaw?
Here.
Commissioner Wire?
Here.
Commissioner Phil?
Here.
Commissioner Waldner?
Here.
Mayor Denner?
Here. You have the agenda in front of you. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion or comments? Not hearing any. Sonia, will you take roll call vote?
Commissioner Wire?
Aye.
Commissioner Phil?
Aye.
Commissioner Waldner?
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw?
Aye.
Mayor Denner?
Aye. We have no items under appearances acknowledgement. We'll move down into consent calendar. Do I have a motion to approve the consent calendar?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments or discussion? Not hearing any. Will you take roll call?
Commissioner Phil?
Aye.
Commissioner Waldner?
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw?
Aye.
Commissioner Wire?
Aye.
Mayor Denner?
Aye. We'll move down into unfinished business. We have a hearing. I'll open up the hearing upon application for the sale of alcoholic beverages, convention center on sale liquor, Madison Hospitality Group LLC, Best Western Plus Lakeview. Everything in order there, Sonia?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay. Did we have anybody want to speak to the hearing? Not hearing anything. I'll close the hearing. We'll move down into new business. Item number 1, do I have a motion to approve the application for sale of alcoholic beverages, convention center, on sale liquor, Madison Hospitality Group LLC, Best Western Plus Lakeview?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any comments or discussion? Not hearing any. Sonia, will you take roll call?
Commissioner Waldner?
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw?
Aye.
Commissioner Wire?
Aye.
Commissioner Phil?
Aye.
Mayor Denner?
Aye. Okay, we'll move down to item number 2. Chad, bring us up to speed on authorize the mayor to sign professional service agreement, Houston Engineering, Inc., design of 9th Street from Park Creek to Highland Avenue and Union Avenue north of 9th Street.
Yes, thank you, other mayors and members of the commission and public and those listening. Included in the agenda packet is a professional service agreement developed in accordance with the Engineers Joint Council of Contract, EJCDC is commonly referred to, Engineers Joint Council on Construction Documents. Worked with the mayor on this, he's aware of the progress on this, and the city attorney.
Tanya, hey Chad.
Yeah. Yep.
Chad, we're having a hard time hearing you. I'm wondering if that mic is on or if you could maybe move a little closer to it.
Either
Check
one.
to see if that one's on.
I'll just try to speak up too. Thank you. The agreement here is for the design of the 9th Street project. We included that into the budget in the planning process to be accomplished in 2022. The design work is in this year's budget for 9th Street from approximately the creek to Highland Avenue for the reconstruction and total rebuild of that area. Added to that scope of work is the North Union Avenue project north of 9th Street as well. There's a complete packet here that has the agreement. I've shared this with our attorney and the mayor and others as well. You can see the different provisions in there, the scope of services. There's a lot of other coordination efforts that we were working on. This group, Houston Engineering Incorporated, did the drainage study that you acknowledged back, I believe it was in early January. There's some appendices in there related to that. There's also a development ongoing at the West Center Baptist Church site near Highland Avenue and 9th Street. There's a coordination effort with the road they're looking to build as part of that development. And there's some excerpts and effects in there. And then also some work with the Rural Development Project, some extension of the into 9th Street at Chicago Avenue that is also being coordinated such that we can basically provide utility service to the church site at North Catherine Avenue and further north if possible. And those are some things that have to be looked at a little more closely. But I would recommend that you proceed with this. This will allow that project to proceed. I did ask that the consultant provide an estimate of cost by June 1st of 2021 so that you can have that for budget purposes as you're preparing your budget for the following year. With that, I'd be happy to stand by for questions.
Chad, you mentioned that this company also did the drainage survey on 9th
Yes, sir.
Street?
That's correct.
Okay, and that's, we already paid for, so out of this 140, 496, that isn't included in that, right?
It's not included. That
Okay.
was already paid for and done. I think it was all paid for even last year, 2020.
Okay, and this is just for the design work?
Design and, correct, design and then some assistance with the bidding process, but it's not construction administration.
Okay.
If that would need to be some minor assistance to just provide support to the city staff, or if it would want to be hired, that could be decided upon later, but typically these have been done by city staff. In addition, the city staff has provided all the survey work up to this point for this project as well. Preliminary survey, topography, and so on.
So your department did all that,
That's
the
correct.
survey, and these guys did the drainage survey, and now they're looking at doing the design work and the bidding,
Yes, sir.
and that's that.
Chad, how does the North Union project fall into this?
Well, it's immediately adjacent to 9th Street.
Okay.
You know, that project was, we were hoping to try to do it this year.
Yeah.
We had some concerns about the scope that we had for that project, and that was readdressed. And so I approached the gentleman I've been working with on this to say, let's talk about putting that as part of this, because just the timing, as I think I alluded to it last time we were here talking about the North Union, due to recent events, but then also even at that time I said it would probably be pretty tough to try to add that work into here. So it's going to mesh well with that project. We just have to plan out the traffic control and such like that, so that can be all done. It'll probably be more or less a reconstruction project, and some of the particulars of the curb elevations and so on and so forth will just be addressed during this design process and this scoping process as part of this 9th Street. It'll just be added in to that. I don't know, did I answer your question?
Yeah,
Okay. Those project funds aren't going to be expended obviously this year, so they'll still be there in theory, right? So they can be done next year.
Do I have a motion to authorize the mayor to sign professional service agreement, Houston Engineering, Inc., design of 9th Street from Park Creek to Highland Avenue and Union Avenue north of 9th Street?
I'll make a motion that we table this for 2 weeks to check out and make sure that we got everything in order for this. This seems like a lot of money to just have design work done. I would like to see us check things out a little bit more before we just up and hire the firm.
I'm going to second that only because I want to still see if we can still maybe even get North Union in on this realm. this year if we can still do it.
Okay. So I got a motion to table for 2 weeks, the service agreement for Houston Engineering, Inc. design of 9th Street from Park Creek to Highland Avenue and Union Avenue north of 9th Street. Any questions? Discussion?
Chad, do you see this 2-week delay, any negatives to that, or will we be cutting into other timelines?
I don't see that it's gonna happen this year. I guess I'll just leave it at that. And that will just further exacerbate it not happening this year.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen this year anyway.
Okay.
That's my opinion. I don't know what the plan, or the vision would be to try to, who you'd have to do this, quite frankly. Trying to do it this year.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other comments or discussion? Okay, Sonia, will you take roll call?
Commissioner Shaw,
Aye.
Commissioner Wire,
All right.
Commissioner Phil,
Aye.
Commissioner Waldner,
I'm going to say aye, even though we need to turn that microphone on that table.
okay? And Mayor Denner.
Aye. Is the red light on? Is the green light on that one?
Can you hear it now?
Is that better, Mike?
Yep, a little bit. I'm just afraid it's not coming through for everybody.
Trey, when you talk to, I've noticed that on other meetings, that yours is always off to the side, so it's hard to hear.
Okay. All right, item number 3, Chad, authorize mayor to sign letter of contract for engineering service, Banner Association, Inc., Park Creek Wall, Site 1, CLOMR, final design and construction service.
This is Site 1 that was acknowledged a couple weeks ago, where the rock wall was damaged. This is to keep the project proceeding for the final design project. In late 19, the preliminary design and survey and work was accomplished for that, and that's what the work has been done to create the different alternatives and processes for up to this point in collaboration with FEMA and so on. This will take it to a final design where some construction plans will be prepared and ready for bidding of the project, but also some environmental reviews. That's the CLOMAR, the conditional letter of map revision that would be required to get FEMA approval for realigning the channel at this location. I would recommend approval of this as well to allow that project to proceed. These costs are 85% eligible for FEMA and state assistance.
We have a motion to authorize the mayor to sign letter of contract for engineering services, Banner Association, Inc., Park Creek Wall, Site 1, Clomar, final design and construction services.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Not hearing any. Will you take roll call, Sonia?
Commissioner Wire,
Aye.
Commissioner Phil,
Aye.
Commissioner Waldner, Commissioner Waldner,
Can't hear you.
okay. Commissioner Shaw,
Aye.
and Mayor Denner.
Aye. We'll go into public comment, and while Sonia's getting that, I just want to make sure everyone understands that public comment means public comment. We do appreciate you bringing your concerns to the commissioner, but we need to follow those guidelines very closely. You are limited to 3 minutes, and there is no discussion or action taken based upon your comments from the commission at this time. But your comments may be the basis for future agenda items and action. Again, we appreciate you coming to the meeting and expressing your comments. Terry Schultz, he's already gone, so Chad Comas.
Thank you. I did talk with the attorney to reach out if this was appropriate public comment, and he thought it might be. So I was just here to say that I had offered my letter of resignation on March 31st to the mayor, Madison, and I wanted to thank many of the staff I worked with over the years. Particularly enjoyed working with them and some on the commission as well. Madison has a bright future, and I think the city administrator will be a good part of that future. We look forward to staying and living here in Madison and looking forward to seeing how everything falls in place. I appreciated working here. I have been helping with the transition, working with many of you, as you know, to try to prepare for handing off duties and so on and so forth. And I will continue to do so until April 23rd, and afterwards, if necessary, to help out. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you.
Thanks for your service. Announcements. Tomorrow is the election. They open from 7 to 7,
Yep,
April 13th
at the Armory.
at the Armory. Thank you. We will go, do I have a motion to go into exec session? It's 5:46.
So moved.
Second?
Any comments or discussion? Not hearing any. Sonia, will you take roll call?
Commissioner Waldner,
He said aye.
Okay.
Commissioner Shaw,
Aye.
Commissioner Wire,
Aye.
Commissioner Phil,
Aye.
Mayor Denner.
Aye. Okay. We'll be in exec.